You're looking at the 17th green at Loch Lomond, third round of the World Invitational, and the tournament being dominated just at the moment by Thomas Bjorn, the rookie from Denmark who won the Challenge Tour last season and is currently looking pretty good for his first European Tour success, but the heat will really be on tomorrow for him. Robert Allenby. And it looks like an incorrect club selection. Steely glare for the caddy. Now that doesn't look to be lying too well for Thomas Bjorn. Just has caught a little valley between two tufts of grass. And that immediately brings into play the Port Burn, which is just in front of this green there. You can see the stone wall surrounds. So he played the 14th very smartly, playing to the safe side of the fairway and making three. So what will he do here? Is he going to have a go? Doesn't look to be lying all that well. Tries to get up from the caddy. Oh, and he's in the water, and now he will think, why didn't I just lay up short and play for a pitch and putt 4, and a mistake by the Dane. Probably his first of the day. Certainly from what I've seen, he's been immaculate up to now in terms of his shot making and his mental approach. The 18th green. And the match of Spence and Clark. Jimmy Spence level par, which is good shooting round here. This course, the golden child of Lyle Anderson, the American businessman. Now Faldo, and that's a typical Faldo iron shot, crisp and true. Very few players have got close to this pin today. Bjorn shouted get up, Van de Velde shouts get down. It's a great shot, right over the top of the stick. Now Bjorn, that Scandinavian habit of wearing a short sleeve shirt over a long sleeve one. Must find out why they do that. Maybe they've got cold elbows or something, I don't know. Caused by too many years in the tundra. Anyway, his immediate problem is a watery one. He's in the burn. And the first signs of weakness in the Dane's armoury today.
Right there. I'm on the tee.
Maybe a slightly more experienced player would have taken his punishment from the bad lie and just knocked the ball short. Not being a fearless youth, he's only 25 years old, he decided to give it a rip. But it's that sort of golf course where things can change very quickly indeed, and Loch Lomond gobbles up shots at a rapid rate. Loch Lomond has its own monster. It's the golf course. So Bjorn, who played as an amateur in 3 European Championships and an Eisenhower Trophy team. And that's a pretty handy recovery. And well, that shot though, that putt is for a 5. Yeah, he still managed to smile. That'll be long putt. He's left a couple short today, which were online. Oh, it's a cracking putt this time. And the score average dropping quite considerably today. I did say the course was playing, I reckoned, about a shot and a half easier. Well, it's a bit more than that. Of course, Thursday and Friday, more players in the field and a lot of players at the tail end. Once they'd missed the chance of making the cut, ease off a bit, take the pedal off the gas, and scores can get very high. But the course is, regardless of that, playing a bit easier today. But still, by no means an easy test of golf, quite the opposite. Now, Van de Velde holes, Bjorn misses, with a tie for the lead. Downhill, quick putt. Little bit afraid of it, which is understandable on these greens. You've got to put the ball in the right positions on them. That's one of the design features, and it is a very well thought out golf course. Faldo for a birdie. Taryn Clark from here, ball went right to left, as does Faldo's, but not enough. Stays one over. If Bjorn misses this putt, of course, it brings more players back into the picture. Ever since Greg Norman lost the Masters, 6 shots has never looked as much as it used to, if you know what I mean. And Bjorn takes 6. Wheels not exactly off, but a few wheel nuts loosened. But still 3 under today, which he would no doubt have taken for 16 holes about 3.5 hours ago. So par for Allenby, matches Faldo. Van de Velde for 4. Stays 5 under par. She's played golf of the highest quality in the last 2 days. Out on 34. The final green. Darren Clark. Yeah, well holed, big man. And the smile may well return after that. After the disaster at 14. And Jamie Spence finishes off. The Englishman and the Irishman. And the leading Irishman now, though, was Eamon Darcy after that 66 today. And now, after that double bogey, Thomas Bjorn is only one shot clear of Jean van der Velde. Robert Allenby on the final tee, his 54th hole. And a good tee shot. Trouble down the left here at 18. Trouble's called Loch Lomond. And van der Velde with the honour at 17, and this is a great long iron from the Frenchman, who really has found his game. He's in the zone. Looks relaxed, as did Bjorn until he took 6 at 16. It's all going so well. That's another superb shot. So we've seen two better tee shots than that at 17 today, certainly from the players at the head of the field. Bjorn leads van der Velde by one shot now. Faldo on the 18th tee. Ross Du Castle. So called. Almost cut it too fine, but in the end, it's perfect. Began the day with 1 under par, Faldo. There's the balls of van der Velde and Bjorn on the beautiful 17th, which truly does rest on the bonny banks of Loch Lomond. So Allenby at the last. He took the high road and Faldo took the low road. And they'll meet again on the green. Ross Du Castle from the Gaelic, Ross Du, black headland it means, built in the 15th century, the home of the chiefs of the clan Cahoon until 1773. Allenby fires a fine second shot at the monument. Faldo. Don't think that tree should cause him too much of a problem. He's a wee bit snug to the left side of the fairway there, but you can see the pin straight ahead and a gentle draw, or straight over. Obviously getting a club with enough loft on it to attack the flag, and that's what happens at Loch Lomond. Land the ball on the wrong part of the green, and away she goes. And that's how it's designed, Nick. It is meant to be. It's been one of those days for Faldo. Things haven't quite gelled for him. This will be a nice one to hold for Bjorn after that double bogey. Oh, well, three's always a good return from this hole. The Bay, as it's called, the 17th. One of the holes that Tom Weiskopf, the designer, is most proud of. Van der Velde for his 2. No. The Velde from Mont-de-Marsan, France. 30 years old now. One win on tour, the Roma Masters of 1993, which he won after a playoff. So the final 2 ball make their way to the 54th tee. And in the penultimate match, Nick Faldo was this for a birdie 3. But that's quite a severe slope he has to come up there. And realistically, we're looking at a 4. Faldo here. Wow. Quite a long way from his best. The Masters champion, of course. Van der Velde. Shot, shot, shot. Two caddies and Bjorn repeating each other. It's a pretty sure sign that the ball was going to finish in the middle of the fairway. Bjorn giving a close eye on that one. Well, no need to really, and that's another fine tee shot. Alan Bay for a birdie. Good second shot in. No, he didn't body language again, telling us he wasn't happy with that putt from the off, and he has left quite a few putts short today. Good putt from Faldo. He finishes with a 4. But it's a second consecutive round of 73. And he's 7 shots behind. Severiano Ballesteros wants Faldo to play as much as he can in Europe to build up enough Ryder Cup points to make himself an automatic selection. And Allenby rolls one in. He also pars the 18th for a round level par 71, 2 under par, and very much in the picture for the battle for this first prize of £125,000 tomorrow. Looking to make it 4 wins this season in Europe. Favourite holiday location, Loch Lomond, for Queen Victoria, the Wordsworths and Sir Walter Scott. And somewhere I would certainly come for my holidays too if I had the chance. Back soon. Mark Robson here at Loch Lomond, and the final 2-ball on the final hole in round 3. And they're the 2 men at the top of the leaderboard. Van de Velde. Ah, he's played a sumptuous second shot in there. What golf he's played. When you see him playing like this, you wonder why he's only won once on tour. Former French amateur champion. Latest from the Solheim Cup. Europe leading 7.5, 5.5. The second day afternoon 4 balls. Well underway. Europe have won 1 of them already, which was Laura Davis and Lisa Hackney. They won 6 and 5. The 3 matches left on the course, Europe down in 1, and the other 2 matches are all square. So no matter what happens there, it sets up a tingling final day at Saint-Pierre. He likes it, I think. Ooh, and why not? Well, that might just tickle away, though. That's what happened to Faldo's ball. And it's going to finish where Faldo's finished. Again, the secret here is to hit the ball to the right areas of the greens. Clubhouse scores: Rocket 5 over. Roger Chapman, inspired obviously by that £10 rainbow trout yesterday, shot 69. Thomas Gögler, who had a very good German Open Championship performance that kept him his tour card. Colin Montgomery, 3 solid scores. He said 471s would win, or could win. Doesn't look that likely now. Woosnam disappointing, 75. Peter Baker disappointing, 2. Jimmy Spence going well. Darren Clark, 2 73s, 1 over par now, and Faldo on the same total. 3 identical scores from Nick. Allenby 2 under. But what a setting. Look at that, isn't it? It's incredible here. It really is. Before you die, take a visit to Loch Lomond Golf Course. Even if it's just for a look. It's an astonishing place. And a great test of golf. Thomas Bjorn leads the tournament. But for how long? Van de Velde is an eminently holeable birdie putt at 18. Best round of the day coming from the Irishman Eamon Darcy. 66. Hauled him back to level par. Bjorn plays a great shot. Oh, well. Almost finishing with a birdie at the last. And it's been a fine round of golf. He's protected his lead very well indeed. He began the day one shot clear of Van de Velde and Allenby. And he saves his par at the last. That really is a fine performance. A 68. Total of 6 under par, and just that 6 at 16. The only serious blemish, although he dropped a shot at the first. Played this beautifully. Perfect judgment. Van de Velde to tie the lead. Oh, I tell you what, this man's putting well. The tip from the wife has made a huge amount of difference to his game, and he fires a 67. So what great golf for the final 2 ball. So Frenchman and the Dane right at the head of this leaderboard. 6 under par. They'll play again tomorrow. And Robert Allenby now in 3rd place. 4 shots adrift. Colin Montgomery 1 under par. Well, a lot can happen out of this golf course. Anyone could shoot a big number out there. But only 4 players under par, and that's testimony to the toughness of this course. We'll be back at the same time tomorrow for the final round of the Loch Lomond World Invitational. This is Mark Robson in Scotland. I hope you can join me then for what should be an exciting finish.
The PGA European Tour was brought to you by Volvo.